Chill out. What up, everybody? How we doing? How is everybody? Fridge gang, where you at? Want to see you in the old fridge. Man's on late. Thought you'd forgotten about. Ah, cute. No, I had work today, so it had to be a late one today. I think we're going to be drawing a robot today. I didn't really decide what to draw until about an hour ago. I want to draw something for Instagram, so I've got this up here. That's why we're working with a square right now. And we're just going to draw like a robot face. I'm thinking like kind of a cyberpunky type vibe. If that's good. If that's okay. Unless you guys want to see something else, in which case let me know now or forever hold your peace. You're welcome. You're welcome. Chillo, it is a base. And Chillo, you got a base. That's a great film, isn't it? I remember I went through a period of my life where I just watched that film a million times. Like all the time. Oh, what should we watch today? Oh, it's School of Rock, isn't it? Obviously. Right, I'm going to have two pencil things on the go here. This is quite a kind of a rough. I'm just working out proportions of the face, basically. And then when I've got more, I'll go in and, like, you know, refine it or whatever. But for now, we're doing proportions. I honestly don't know how this one's going to go today, chat. I haven't planned at all. I haven't done any planning. So we'll see. The past couple of streams have been very plan intensive. They've been a lot of setup. This one I just got in and turned on Twitch and was like, alright, let's do it. Let's get rocking. That seems kind of rounded. He wants more of a straighter jaw, doesn't he? Like this. Or more like here. You don't even have a P. No, I don't have any part of a plan, not one letter. He's looking a little bit handsome Squidward-y here, isn't he? Look. If we like do this. It's like, can you see that? You seeing that? You picking up what I'm putting down, chat? I'm going to change this bit. I just went to my default, which is what do I like to draw? I like to draw robots. So that's what we're doing. So we put in a nose here, right? If it meets in the middle, if his eyes are going to be here, the front of his face is going to be here, the nose is going to start in between the eyes, right? Like there. Just draw handsome Squidward instead. We could do that. It's not going to gel on my Instagram though, is it? It's not really my look. Anyway, you can put the bottom of the nose in there. And then we can build everything around that, right? Hopefully. I think. Maybe if we do like handsome Squidward robot. We could maybe do that. Let's look at some handsome Squidward reference real quick. Let's get that up. Google. Handsome Squidward. I'm not going to make my Instagram a handsome Squidward page. It's not going to happen. No. We're not doing that, chat. No. I'm drawing a robot, right? I'm sorry, chat. If we have time, if it goes quickly, then at the end I'll do a bit of handsome Squidward. But at some point, chat, I've got to be able to veto you, alright? You don't control my life, okay? Sorry. That's the way it is. So you place the eyes right off the nose, they come up like that, and that's where the eye starts, off the inside of the nose. That one's probably too high because it comes across like this, right? So it probably needs to be more like here. Like that. Look, I know this is looking a bit of a mess of lines at the moment, chat, but I do know what I'm doing. Vaguely. Alright, it will make sense at some point in the near future. You'll be able to be like, okay, that's what that is. See, it's starting to make some semblance of sense, right? You can sort of see what I'm doing, what I'm putting together. Zoom out. If this is his eyebrow here. Is he a happy robot? Is he a sad robot? Who knows? Who's to say? At the moment he's a bit sort of angry. I think this eye is too high up, needs to come down a bit. And then rotate ever so slightly. Like this, so it's in line with that one, right? Does that look better? And then maybe bring in the forehead a bit so it lines up better. That better? Maybe. Bring it out a bit here. So what I'm doing here, chat, is I'm working out the planes of the head, right, to see if I've got this proportion right. So when you're drawing a head, you start with the circle part, right? And that's like the main part of your skull, right? And then the side of it's kind of flat on the sides, so you give it a flat side. You give it like a, where the face comes down here, this is the middle of the face, and then you attach the jaw to that, right? Like this. Looks angry, yeah, he does look angry, yeah. So that's sort of what I'm doing on a bigger scale and later than I should have been doing it. Over here, right? And then over here, the side of the cheek comes in. I think this eye has to come up, you know? Like that. Better. It looks like you with your phones on. Yeah, I guess. There won't be headphones. He's not handsome Squidward. Alright, that's canon then. He's angry that he's not handsome Squidward. I'm not making him handsome Squidward, so... Just you take what you're given, chat. Sorry, but that's the way it goes. Alright. What do you think, this is a community? Don't make me laugh, chat. And then I don't know if we're going to draw like a neck and shoulder situation. But if we were to, it would be here, right? Be like this. So we'll pencil it in now, just in case we do later. He looks proper angry. I wanted him to be more sort of like nonchalant or like emotionless, you know, because he's a robot. Maybe if we dial the that's the wrong thing, the forehead down a smidge, just a splash, that could get us there, do we think? I don't know about this, chat. Maybe we should just draw handsome Squidward instead. Okay, I think we're ready to go to layer 2 and work in some orange. I'm going to make the pen slightly smaller so I can be more detailed about it. And again, we're going to get the nose in first, so it comes in here, down to here, like so. And the edge of the nose is here, right? No, it's the wrong angle. It's finally seen sense. No chat. It's too pointy. Comes to too severe of a point. That needs to be more rounded. Look, I know he doesn't look very robotic yet, but trust me, he will, chat. We'll get there. We will get there. That's just insane, that eyebrow or whatever. This one's going to be smaller, right? Because he's looking away. So this is closer to us and bigger, right? Like this. See more of it. And then here, because it's turned away, you see less of this side of the face than you do of this side of the face. You get all of this, right? With his eye here. But this eye's like smaller and closed up, so you get only a little bit of eyebrow there. And the same goes for the eyes. This eye is going to be much smaller in here than this eye is here, because it's further away. I'm kind of working off model here a bit, but I think that's a better placement generally. I don't know. I'm not happy with this nose, chat. I might have to look at some noses on Pinterest, which I'll be honest will not be the weirdest thing I've ever googled or searched on Pinterest. So, what were we? Okay. So if we do, what's the weirdest thing you've searched on Pinterest then? I don't actually know, you know. Probably something to do with motorcycles or something, I don't know. Or like some weird celebrity. I might have seen like a picture of someone like Miley Cyrus or something from a weird angle before and gone, oh, that's a good reference. And then, so in trying to find that, I've probably searched some weird terms. But I don't think I've ever put anything that weird on Pinterest. Don't make a habit of it anyway. Vaguely better. And then here you remember, so this, like, there's this plane here where the nose comes up and around, because you've got to think of it as three-dimensional, right? Drawing is just making a three-dimensional image on a 2D surface. So you've got to think about, how does this nose not only sit flat on the face, but when it's turned, when you're going to see the side of it, what's that going to look like? So you've got to remember that there's a side here, a front bit here. Make sense? And I like to block in some shadows here to show depth, right? Where you get that this is raised up here, and so is this, but this bit's sunk in here. By putting in these shadows here, you're showing that sort of. And put a mouth in here. Again, when you're drawing mouths, right, because the lips touch in the middle, well, they touch everywhere, but to show that it's closed, you can just draw the edges like this, and you don't have to draw a whole thing. If you draw a whole thing, it can look kind of weird, like a whole lip there. Kind of doesn't look as natural. It looks like a top lip, whereas there it looks like closed lips, right? You're drawing sort of the holes at the side of the mouth. It's a very like cartoony way of drawing that, a very comic book-y way of drawing. Side of this here, beautiful. Whoops. And then here, right, the mouth, like in your cheeks, kind of puff out of the side of it. It's not like a straight line like this. There's this area of where your cheeks are, like here. They kind of puff out. So sometimes if you're looking from behind at a head, like this, right? So he's looking this way. You wouldn't necessarily draw this straight here. You would bring out a little bit at the side there to show the side of the cheek type thing. It's really hard to show that small, but you'd sort of see here like that, but less pronounced, more like that. And then here, the chin coming through, like so. Okay. See, does that make sense? Here you've got that bit that comes out. I feel like this line here is kind of wrong. It needs to be coming in more like that. And then rounded from there, so like sort of like that. But not this bit. Like that maybe? That too indented this way, like that. I need to bring that out. It's a lot of trial and error drawing his chat. I wish it was more entertaining than that, but frankly, this is what you're in for. That's too much now. Oh, I just cannot work this out, chat. I simply cannot cross this bridge. It's not happening. Oh, that might be vaguely alright. What are we going to do about hair? I hadn't thought about that. I'm entertained, so you're doing great. Or are you? Yeah, I guess so. Even if you're laughing at me, it's better than silence. You know? I'm thinking these eyes are going to be like black on the sides, and then the inside, like the iris is white. Because that's kind of robotic, isn't it? Like this, chat, do we think? Or maybe just completely black. Oh, that's creepy. Let's do that. We'll do that, chat. So you need to draw the edge of the thing here. So right, the eye on its side here. About the hair, what about a Bob Ross? Nani? We're not going to do a Bob Ross hair on this one, I don't think. So yeah, the eye, right, here's your top lid, and then the bottom one here, and then they meet at this place where, here, like where all the sleep collects in your eyes when you wake up, right? And this one goes over, it's like that. So anyway, that's here. So if we go right, same here, but the other way, bang. And then we'll draw the top plane of this. He shall rise again, run on Windows 7. I don't think he wants to run on Windows 7, to be honest. Also, can't we just let him rest in peace, mate? He had a good run. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so top lip goes overlaps, bottom lid underlaps like this, and so you can see this side of the skin like this. So this is the eyeball where it touches the skin here, and then this is where it goes like down like that. I don't really know how to show you that without showing you my eyeball, but just trust me, that's how eyes work. So you want to put a little line under here to show that. Ear wise, we could give him not ears because he's a robot, right? Could give him like just ear holes. That might be creepy. Or, whoops, or chat. Or we give him ears, right? Which probably shouldn't be there. I think I've shifted the face on this layer from what it was on the blue layer a bit. So I think actually, if we're going by this layer, the eyes are like this, right? Nose is like, so the ear needs to be more like here. So like here. Sure, why not? Why not? Whatever. And then maybe we put like a speaker in his ear. I don't know, chat. I'm just spitballing, mate. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work. We'll just do that for now. We'll draw an ear for now. Okay, so that vaguely going to be the shape of the head that we're going to use. Vaguely. And I'm thinking these, where we can show his, like his cheeks and that, we can make panel lines of where he's built together, if you see what I mean, to make the planes of the face. So there's a plane of a face that sits like under the eyes into the nose, like here, which ends at the cheeks, which are here. And again, we're working in reverse here. We should have planned the planes out first, but we didn't. And that's life sometimes. And then here, connecting to here, so we could build a panel of metal, like here. You picking up what I'm putting down, chat? Like this. Looks a bit like Green Lantern at the moment, but whatever. Maybe we should just draw a Green Lantern. And then here, there's like a plane where the forehead is. So this can be another point where the metal's connected, right? A seam. Oh yeah, we were going to make his eyeballs black. Kind of robot-y. And then this connects into this plane that we were talking about earlier. almost be like his hairline as one. Although that might look a bit awful. Can you see on here the... No, you can't. Okay. Well, I have a preview over here that I'm looking at the whole thing. So you're just going to have to see it zoomed in, I'm afraid, chat. Okay, we're at the point now, chat, where we've got to decide what we're going to do with his hair. And before you say it again, I'm not doing Bob Ross. So, I want something cool and metal. You know? I mean, maybe we could give him like a mohawk, but I don't know about that. I've done that enough times. Like this. Or the alternative is like half shaved, so like this part shaved here, but this part like long and slicked back, you know. But that would be very similar to one that I did very recently on Instagram, so we don't necessarily want that. Maybe we just give him like a rad undercut. Or 90s hair. Should we give him some 90s hair? Let's have a look. '90s boy band hair. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to do this with like the center part. Maybe we won't do the center part. We could give him like the Treasure Planet thing, you know, Jim Hawkins in Treasure Planet. So I'm thinking like here, right? And then like a little one like here. So it's not quite center part. Or maybe even more over here. That's too big. It needs to be more like close to his head like this. So you've got to remember when you're drawing hair, chat, that it has form, it has volume, so it doesn't sit directly on the skull, it comes out a bit. Right? Like this. Okay. Something like that. Treasure Planet is a great film. It's my favourite Disney film. And it doesn't get the credit that it deserves, generally speaking. Right, okay, and then do we want a plane here where it attaches? No, I think the nose should just be a nose. Don't want to mess around with it too much because it looks too inhuman if you change it too much. Don't know if we need this line here. Yeah, Treasure Planet is one of those that I hope they make that into a live action. Because that one would like, at least would look like it has something to say in live action, right? Oops. Oh, come on. Okay, never mind. Never mind, chat. Who would they cast as Jim Hawkins, though? That's what I want to know. Can't get Joseph Gordon-Levitt now, really. He's not quite the age bracket. unfortunately. Maybe like a Tom Holland. Seems like the obvious choice, right? If they were to do it live action, they'd have to give him 90s hair still. It'd be criminal not to, right? Criminal. Right. I'm going to get some cyberpunk robot reference. So we can work out how to robotize this guy. Okay, that's kind of cool. No. Could do a bit where like there's a panel piece missing or whatever. Tom Holland, yeah, it'd have to be Tom Holland, wouldn't it? It'd have to be. And then who would we cast as Long John Silver? Who would be a good cyborg? Big buff cyborg. Oh, that'd be cool. Okay, chat. So what we're going to do here is take this panel line off of his face. So you're going to see like the jawline underneath. Tom Holland is Long John Silver as well. Yeah, everyone could be Long John Silver. That'd be good. Everyone could be Tom Holland, rather. Or Tom Holland could be everyone. I'll be up for that. I think he's got the acting chops to pull off that. Yeah, so like here. It's going to be like this, right? With teeth here, like his molars coming through. See what I'm doing here, chat? Does it make sense? And this is all going to be metal, right? Underneath here. So, you don't want to do too much, you know? You've got to keep it subtle. Put a barcode on his head, maybe. Barcode Scream Robotics, right? Or the alternative is the panel is like it's still attached but it's coming off. That's quite a common thing to do when drawing robots. So you can see the bits underneath. Oops. Actually, yeah, fuck it. Like you can see the bits underneath here, but this bit's covering the rest. Maybe we do that. Let's do that. It's very similar to the thing that I drew recently on Instagram. But that's okay. It can be part DOS of that. Laser eyes? No. Put like a third eye in his head maybe, or a gem. Let's put a gem in. Make him kind of a bit like Vision or whatever. No, would be to this point, to this point, to this point, like that. And then this bit would be shaded. It's very wonky, that. That is very wonk. Very jank. It needs to be more like that. Does this make sense, chat? Does this look cool at all, or am I wasting my time? I don't know if I want to give him too much detail on the shoulder. I don't want to draw the focus away. I might literally just shade all of this like that, because we're going to do this kind of like Akira style with the inks. Look at the Cyberpunk 2077. Time isn't wasted if you're getting wasted. I'm not getting wasted though, so are you? Hope you are. Yeah, Cyberpunk 2077, that's the sort of thing I'm looking at right now. Well, that is the kind of aesthetic I'm going for. Oh, that's a cool idea. We could put... we don't have enough room. Well, I'm thinking we could shave like a thing into his undercut. But we don't really have very much room to do that. Unless we just do something like that. Oh, he's such a frat boy, this guy. Look at him. Okay, yeah, cool. Man, this robot would not be my friend. I don't want to overdo it. I don't want to add too much, you know. I don't think I like this bit either. After I spent all that time doing it, I don't think I like it. Oops. I think it's better without it. I think the focus of this one is this gem here, right? Yeah, because if you look at Cyberpunk stuff, they all have like these cool panel line things in their head. That's sort of what we're going for. Actually, a lot of them are quite more, have less than this, so we could just have this bit. Maybe. I feel like this nose needs rotating. Slightly, like that. Yeah, that's better. I know I've tried to give you a bit of glitz and glamour in the previous streams, chat, and make drawing seem like it's very fun and that you're always doing fun new stuff, but honestly most of the time it's just this. Most of the time it's just readjusting. Drawing something, deciding you hate it, redrawing it until you don't hate it anymore or you don't care enough. What comes on Tesco shelf checkout if you scan his head? Skynet takes over Tesco and no one can shop there anymore. And all the Terminators turn up. So don't do that. Right, now I guess we work out for shadows where the light source is. It's coming from, it's got to be from this gem in it. So let's just make a load of light from this gem. So this bit's casting shadow here. That's basically what I've been going for anyway. So this bit casts a shadow. So does this bit. fades out. And then this here, right? That makes sense, chat? I don't know. I don't know anymore. I feel like everything's out of line. You know what? Let's flip the image, because that's generally a good idea, right? Edit, transform, flip horizontal, because then you can see where it looks awful. Yeah, I do think these eyes need moving. Sure, why not? That'll do. I think this eye needs to come out a bit as well, because it's shifted since we drew it. So this, you know how I was saying the nose comes up here? You see that eye draw starts a little tiny bit after that, which we don't want. We want it bang the flip on. So it needs to come to about there. Got that. I think. Screw it, let's move to inks. Let's do it. Edit, transform, horizontal. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong way. Bear with, chat. Flip horizontal. Okay. Yeah, so that's a tip. Flip your work, or if it's traditional, look at it in a mirror, and it just lets you look at it from a new perspective. I think we need to move this barcode, because it's drawing too much influence away from this gem. We want this gem to be like the main thing. So let's put the barcode like under his eyeball, maybe. Do we think? Me check the one I did before. Yeah, it was down there. Okay, cool. Let's do that. Let's do that. So it's gonna be here, like. Cool. Okay. Inking. Inking time. Let's go back to the old. I haven't used this one in a long time. This brush. So let's go back to the old favorite. Oh, let's not. It's way too big. Bring it down. It's better. I'm just going to use this brush, I think, for the outlines, to have a nice thick outline, and then everything else inside is going to be more varied line widths. Creates a bit more interest, you know. What did we think, by the way, chat, of last week, the draw off? Were you here for it? If you were, how do you think it went? Do you want to see more of that sort of stuff? Because I'm happy to get in touch with people and do some more things like that. I thought that was fun. It definitely allows for more constant interaction than, you know, something like this where a lot of it I've got to kind of concentrate a bit or whatever, you know. Adam enjoyed it, that's good. You were a part of it, mate. You were involved, so I would hope you enjoyed it. Otherwise, probably a bit of a failure, wasn't it? It's because you did win, and I'm not salty about it per se, but you're never allowed back on the show, so I hope it was fun the first time. Hope you got your laugh, because I will have the last. That's right. Yes, Timor, I think you should have won. Ha! Thank you. See? Good. Appreciate it. Yeah, we'll do more. We will do more. If you've got ideas for what you want to see in a draw-off, let me know. Or for other videos, you know, we did that Bob Ross one. Let me know how you found that. If you want to see more of that, we can do more of that. I mean, some days, I'm going to be honest, it's going to be like this, where I don't have a plan. And we just draw and have a chat. But some days, we'll put more planning in. I'm up for that. I'm here for that. Bob Ross was a good episode. Pack of ready salted crisps, mate. I'm not salty. I'm not. I don't have to be salty because I don't ever have to face you again because you never come on the show again, so. Nah, it's fine. I'll just clown you on the next one, mate. Then he'll be salty. Bob Ross seems like the best combination, doesn't it? A Bob Ross off. It seems like the logical next step for the stream. Definitely does. And I'm happy to do it. It just there is going to be some groundwork that needs to be done first, chat. It's going to be a lot of effort. I don't know if I like this pen. It's a bit too blotchy, chat. I could just go in and clean the lines up. Suppose. Ugh. Work. Wah. You're as salty as the water I gave those prisoners last night in our D&D game. That was pretty salty. That was a good move. We were playing D&D, right? And Adam in the chat is playing... I think you're a cleric, right? But basically his gimmick is that he's like a travelling battle chef. So he constantly has cooking supplies with him. And anyway, we encountered these prisoners, right? And they were... like they're starving to death and they hadn't drank water in a long time, but the only water he had on him to give them was salt water. So I think he's are you a good aligned character? Because it wasn't a particularly good aligned character move to give prisoners dying of thirst a bottle of salt water. Well, that's D&D, you know. You don't have to live with the consequences. Only your character does. It's a bit better. Bit better than line work. It still needs work. If I can be bothered, which I don't know that I can. Chaotic neutral, okay. It's the only water I had, and technically I was doing a good thing. That's more of a chaotic neutral thing, to be fair. It wasn't a good thing. It was not a good thing. It was a bad thing. I'd go as far as to say. Okay, that'll do for that brush. Now we'll swap out to another one. This. How big is that? Too big. How big is this? Broadly better. Okay. So let's black in some shadows. So this is kind of the shadow that a nose will create, right? Which didn't have good results. Yeah. Didn't have good results at all, did it? Didn't go well. So this is like the nostril right here, which is kind of a rounded edge. Creates a rounded edge shadow that is wider in the middle bit, where it's further away, and thinner over here. So like if you draw a sphere, that is not a sphere. Draw a sphere, right? It's the same sort of thing. It has like the shadow of the sphere here. Right? So you've got to think about that here. And then this bit curves in kind of here, but because you're getting further away from the face with the nose, right? The shadow gets further away and gets taller. And starts to fade out at the end there, but we're not going to do that yet. We'll do that later. Oops. See that? So you've communicated what's going on there by just drawing the shadow. You can sort of get a sense of the shape of the nose, right? So this is going to be one of these seams where the plates of metal join. Here. Like that. Same here. And here is going to be the eyeballs. Which again, when they meet that bit here where all your sleep gathers. And again, this, you can see the top of the eyelid of this one, where the eyeball touches it. Right, makes sense? So it's sort of like that. Although I'm going to get rid of some of that because it looks a bit creepy. Tone it down a bit. So again, that's that shadow of the eyebrow. Because the eyebrow comes out, right, like this. It has this shape. Where the eye's here. This is the cheek, this is the eyebrow. So if the light's coming from here, this bottom side here is going to be in shadow. So that's what this is, that fades out here, but again, we'll fade that out later. And if you were to have like the light coming from underneath, like this, then this plane here would be in shadow. And this part here would be lit up. Like if you're going to do a scary story, hold a torch under your head, right? then this plane here would be shaded. These cheeks would be shaded like that. Top of the nose, but then the bottom of the nose wouldn't be. Bottom of the chin wouldn't be, but the part where it meets the mouth would be like that. The light's coming up. And then same thing if the light's coming down, right? Here's our face, light's coming down. Shade's going to be here, under the eyebrows, under the nose. Bottom of the cheek bit is going to be in shade, like this. Bottom of the chin. Under the eyebrows here probably, or the eyeballs, right? Looks like he's wearing sunglasses now. Cool. That's basically how you've got to think when you're drawing faces, is where's the light and which planes and sides of the face and all that are in shadow and which aren't. And how much so and all that, you know? Not going to work. No, it has to be like that. Beautiful. Beautiful. So now we're getting sort of somewhere. Oh, that left, well, right for us, left for him. I is V wrong. Needs to be like this. And then this one needs to move again. See, every step you discover where your drawing sucks. You just have to kind of make it work. I don't think, you know, when we spent all that time moving this eye, I don't think we should have moved it. I think it was better where it was. But alas, chat, that is life, isn't it? Like this. And then this one needs to rotate some even more. That's better. That is better. Much better. Oh, did that just turn the thing off? It did. What a shame. Oh. Come on. There we go. Hope that hasn't been black for too long, because I cannot see the stream chat. So you're going to have to tell me these things. I just want a bit of line here to show the edge of that eyeball, but the rest is black. Looks kind of creepy, doesn't it? Maybe down a smidge. Whoops, I've just done exactly what I said I wouldn't do. There we go. Like that. Because again, this bit is very shaded. And that is going to be dark there as well, but not quite black. That's the wrong there. There we go. So for this, I'm thinking like kind of a diagonal barcode. So let's get a nice flat pen. I want like a, maybe a palette knife pen. Oh my god, that's massive. Look at this chat. Maybe not that one. Or like a fountain pen. Like a calligraphy type pen is what I'm thinking. That's what we're going to mimic with Photoshop. No. You a comics liner? Ooh. Ooh. No. Oh, chisel. Chisel. This is the dream right here. This is what we want. A chisel pen. A chiseler. A chisely boy chat. Oh god, it's going to be a bit of a... I don't know if we do want this one. It could be a... Oh yeah, we'll do it like this and then fill them in. Okay. So... It's like in and then out and then around, so like this. Some of them are thinner, so oops. I don't know about that chat. It looks kind of cool. I mean, it doesn't really look like a barcode, but it looks like a cool sort of tap type thing, doesn't it? What if we do that? Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, it'll do. That'll do. I feel like this nose is too long. Do you think, chat? I think it needs to be brought up to like here. See, chat, this is why you always plan. Alright, I didn't plan this enough. I should have thumbnailed it. I should have drawn it small first. I should have got reference. All these things I should have done and didn't do. And now I'm paying the price for it. And unfortunately, so are you, I suppose. By default. I can't remember for the life of me what pen we were using. Oh, it's this one. Yeah. Nice. I'm heading off now, man, but great stream. The robot is dope, and I feel like I'm looking at the next stage in human evolution. Hopefully not, but thanks for coming by. Have a swell day. Appreciate you. Yeah, I don't know if... I mean, maybe this is where we're heading, you know? Maybe this is how we'll all look soon enough in the future. That's if we all adhere to the same aesthetic, though. I mean, are we going to have like jazzy cyborgs? Are we going to have, you know, R&B cyborgs? Or is everything going to be cyberpunk? You know? Is everyone going to have rock and roll haircuts? I don't think so. I'd be shocked if they did. This line doesn't quite match up with this line here. Sure, why not? Yeah, that lines up a little bit better. Do you think, chat? I think so. That's what I'm going for anyway. That's the wrong thing.
No, heaven help us. What about the women? There's a whole heap of brow you've got there.
Yeah, well, this is a man, obviously. Well, is it? He has very masculine, traditionally masculine features, but we don't know how this robot identifies. But yeah, I did draw a female robot on Instagram recently, so maybe all the women will look like that. And will we care at that point, you know? Maybe as a society we won't care about any of that, especially if we're becoming robots, you know? Do we even feel? So here you want this bit to be darker and then the other bits to be like, so it's a flat black that you transition out with lines on the side like this. So this creates kind of gradient here, whereas this is really dark, so it fades out. Okay. That's kind of the expression I was going for. Vaguely. Sort of works, I suppose. Okay, now the ear, like this. I like some of the line weights in here, so I might just try and recreate them perfectly. Or as perfectly as possible. Like so. And then feather that out. I don't know if I want to feather that out. I haven't really done that very much in this image, so it would sort of look weird. Okay, right. Then this is going to be like that. Just going to roughly colour this in so I can see sort of what we're dealing with here. Yeah, right. Just leave that like that. Okay, and then same thing here. I like some of the line weights that we got here. Some of the shadows. So I'm going to try and preserve them if I can. Thusly. I don't know if I like all of these heavyweight lines on the edges. I think they're too far removed from the thin lines in the middle. So I might redo those lines. Which is going to be a bit of a pain, but that's life sometimes, you know. Life isn't easy. Much as you might want it to be. Oh, it needs to be bigger than that though. That's basically the same. let's do that. Let's do it. So I'm pushing down quite hard to get the thickest out of this brush that I can, but it's a lot smaller brush than the other one, so it shouldn't be as thick a line as the ones we're erasing. I'm replacing it with a thinner line that is hopefully thicker than most of the line work in here. Oh yes, with the raid, AJ, thank you very much. Appreciate you. What was I saying? Oh yeah, this line here is going to be thinner than the one that we're erasing, hopefully, because we want this line weight to be more representative of the line weight in the middle, so there's not too much of a mix. Oh my god, you're spamming. Thank you, appreciate you all being here. How are we doing on this fine day? I'll tell you what, it was bloody freezing in here earlier, so hopefully wherever you guys are in the chat, it's not quite as cold. Oh man, some follows too. Taylor618, thank you. General Wiggins, great name, perfect name, I love it, thank you very much. And love Helene. Great, it's cold in Germany. Freezing too, yeah. It's cold everywhere. It's a cold time. Well, it's probably not cold in like Australia or some of the summer countries, right? You'd expect they're doing all right now. Gonna go get some food, but I'll leave a tab open for you. Oh, I appreciate it. Every little helps. Thank you. Thanks for that. And thanks for raiding as well. I wouldn't call it cold. It's like 18 to 20. Oh, in Florida. 14 and you're freezing. Nah, mate, I'm sorry. You get no sympathy from me for that one. Isn't room temperature like 15 degrees? Oh, I guess you're in Fahrenheit though, aren't you? Probably. In which case I'll allow you. I'll allow you that. 32. Ouch. I wish. Although I tell you, I came out today and my flatmate had the heating turned on and all the windows in the flat open. I'm like, this is a bit of a bad idea, isn't it? Celsius. Oh, well then, yeah, 32 Celsius, that's hot enough, yeah. That one's hot. And I'm gel, because it's not that here. Does he look robot-y enough, do we think? I don't know. Alright, I guess we're going to have to draw the hair, aren't we, chat? We're going to have to bite the bullet here. We're going to have to do it. Not going to bother using Fahrenheit, nearly all understand it. Yeah. Yeah. I would have to Google, which I'm not going to do, I'm afraid. I don't want to overload this with line work here because I don't want to distract from the face too much. But we're just going to create bits of areas where like the hair's creating gaps so you can see hair underneath it and stuff like that. That's the idea anyway. 21 degrees is 69 Fahrenheit. Haha, nice. Nice. Oh, you have it set to Celsius on your phone, even though everyone presumably that you talk to. That's just admitting defeat, isn't it? But you know what? It's admitting that we have a better system, which we do. And also I'm concentrating line works where it's darker, right? Where there's more shade. So there's more shadow here, where this bit is. And over here there will be, so we'll do some there. or more detail in the hair as well. Flat bits like this, you can leave a bit more empty.
So talented. Oh, thanks. It's just practice. Double and a 30. Okay, yeah. I guess that rule runs out later.
Yeah, it's just practice, mate. Anyone can learn to draw. You just have to do it a lot. I spent $9,000 a year for 3 or 4 years to have a piece of paper that says I know how to draw. So that's all it is. Yeah, see, I think I'm already going too much here, chat. I think this is too many lines. It's too dark. It needs to be like transitioned at the edges so they're sharper.
What is the goal? What are you drawing?
I'm just drawing a robot for Instagram. Normally we have a plan in these streams. Like I did a draw off with a friend last week. That was fun, where we each challenged each other to draw something and then chat voted on who won. Week before that, we did Bob Ross, but it was followed on Photoshop, so I was following a Bob Ross tutorial on Photoshop. That was a fun one. But this one, I got out of work and I'm like, well, I'm going to stream today, but I have no idea what to stream, what to draw. So I just went, what do I like drawing? I like drawing robots. So let's draw a robot and we'll post it on Instagram. I'm not on an iPad. I'm on a Cintiq. Well, it's a. I don't know what it's called nowadays. It's like a Wacom companion thing. So it's a Cintiq tablet that is also a Windows PC. Well, it's like a Windows tablet basically. But yeah, Apple Pencil's great, man. What an invention. I would get one if I could afford one right now, which I can't. But when we did our draw off last week, my friend Adam Forster Illustration, who is also a Twitch streamer, he uses an iPad and an Apple Pencil, and he was talking me through some of the features that they have over on Procreate, and some of it sounds great. Some of it sounds great.
My 12-year-old was really into drawing. She got an iPad and a full pencil, but not an iPad Pro. She has Procreate too.
Yeah, I don't know how much of a difference getting an iPad or an iPad Pro is going to make, but yeah, Procreate, you can do everything that you can do pretty much in Photoshop and some more stuff. So just makes life a little easier. Okay. I think we can move on to some halftones, chat. Doop doop doo. Because this bit all here, where his shoulders are, I think I'm just going to make black, basically, or really dark. Actually, let's try it in black, see what happens. Just bloody wing it, chat. Does that count, paint? Yeah, I suppose. I suppose paint counts. You just gotta draw, you know, just as long as you're making something. Art is a lot more about blagging it than it is about effort these days. But that's life sometimes. Especially fine art, like, oh my god. I did fine art at foundation at uni, right? So I did it for a year. And they make you do a bit of everything. And some fine artists and some of the students were just intolerable. Like, just make stupid stuff and call it, and get a better grade than me, who spent ages working on stuff. Which is not fair, is it? Out for the day, need to take care of job things. Well, thanks for jumping in. Appreciate it. Plug my way through life. Most people do. I think that's most of life. Right, chat, now begins the big screen tone test, where we just try every single screen tone brush until we find one we like. I think that's too big, that one. The dots are... I think 30 odds. The 30s are pretty good. Nope. Nope. Oh man, we're not having much luck here, chat. That one's not bad. Let's go with that one. So we're going to make a new layer so that we can erase stuff without erasing our underdrawing, right? Because that would be a pain in the arse to fix. And then we're just going to go in and we're going to add some shades. And what this halftone stuff does, basically, yes. So in like old comics and stuff, you could only print in one color at a time. It's like screen printing style. So in order to create, it would literally just be block of black. So in order to create a gradient, they would do this thing where they put dots like this, which from afar looks like a grey, but obviously up close, it's just black and white. And I'm just blocking in where I think the shade would be, right? Bam, bam, bam. So we know we had someone from Florida in the chat. Where else have we got? Have we got any more far-flung places? What's the most exotic place you guys are at right now? I want to know. So I can be jealous that I'm stuck here in rainy Birmingham. People that came with me from Germany, various places in America, Canada, UK. Cool. So America's about as far flung as that goes then, huh? I don't know if Fridge Gang, have we got anyone here that's can compete with that? I don't know that we do, you know. Fridge Gang, if you're new, by the way, if you're wondering what Fridge Gang is, it's what chat decided to call themselves. And any of you following me have unfortunately made yourselves members of the Fridge Gang. I hope you like that. I hope you're staying chill and refrigerated, because you're part of it now. And if you don't know why, it's because we were drawing fridges one stream, basically, and you can go back and watch that on my YouTube channel if you want, or you can just take my word for it. Scarborough. Yeah, Scarborough's not much better, is it? No offense. Hey, it beats being at home though, doesn't it? Yeah, AJ, I hate to break it to you, mate, but you're a member of the Fridge Gang now, so keep it chill. Oh, thanks, yeah. We made that actually on stream. That starting soon page. And if you're wondering whose head it is in the fridge, of course it's beloved character actor Danny DeVito. Don't ask why, because I couldn't tell you why. I couldn't tell you. Okay, so we've blocked in some shade, right? We could even go in, if we're feeling adventurous here, with a lighter one to create some light areas of shade that are darker than white, but whiter than dark. Does that make sense? So you see like that. It's lighter than the other bit. I don't know if that confuses it too much though. Pizza rolls. Let's go. That's the same pen. Great. You know what we can do though? We can change the adjustments on the presets on the pen. Or the brush rather. I don't think you can see this panel, this window chat, but I'm changing stuff. Texture. Depth maybe. No, not that. Scale. Aha. Make it bigger. Dim the brightness down. That's basically the same brush we were using before, isn't it? Looks alright actually, that one. I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all, chat. But you see how now we have different gradients of shade. So we have really dark, really light, it's quite dark, and then a bit lighter, but not quite bright. A snap is probably not quite the same as eating pizza rolls, but that's life, isn't it? You know? Okay, do we add any colour, do we think? Maybe. I think maybe if we just colour the gem in, call it a day. That or something. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to use kind of a neon-y, tealy colour. And I want a dense screen tone. It's probably going to be more like torture. Yeah, probably, mate. Probably. Okay. Yeah, I want it to be way denser than that. I want it to basically be block colour, but with some white in it. So again, chat, we're going to go through every single screen tone brush, and there are 100 of them, so bear with. Oh, actually. No, not that one. No. No. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? That's a nice one. Although actually, now that I think about it, I think the one I did the other day was blue, so let's make this one pink. Beauty. A beauty. That's what we're about. And then we need to create some kind of background feature. Something like a line like this, maybe. Big pencil tool. Oh, shut up. No, I don't like that. What about if we just block behind the eyes like? Oh, My Photoshop is freaking out. That bodes well. That bodes very well, chat. Okay, here we go. Here, no, to here, to here, to here, to here. Jesus, it did not like that. Okay, but we've got it done. And then like this. And then if we erase the bit where his face covers it. Yeah, sure. And then cut it into a circle maybe. So select the inverse of that. That. So we can select everything outside that circle.
Delete it. So I send you a survey, maybe.
Yeah, send him a chat of you eating it so that he gets to watch someone else enjoy the pizza rolls that he wants. That's cruel. I think that might be it, chat. I think we might be there. Inbox. Let's get another Chisley boy. Where is he? Chisel tilter. I mean, we could put some like canna here, but I don't really want to. Or like, I don't know. I feel like there needs to be a symbol here, chat, but I don't know what symbol to put. A lightning bolt. I do like lightning bolts. Is there like a third eye symbol? Or like an Illuminati symbol? A fridge? Oh my god, yes. Maybe not. Maybe not a fridge. Not today. Although there has to be one every stream, doesn't there? Come on. I'm thinking we do like a cool eye, like. Dunno. Or a crystal. Let's draw a crystal. Screw it. Let's do it. Let's get it done. Let's get this done, chat. We've all got places to be. We've got things to do. I want it to be kind of rough, chat. I know it's rough.
Got nowhere to be, nothing to do. I'm here all night.
Well, unfortunately, I do, so. Looks like a coffin. It does look a little like a coffin, but I think I like that. It's kind of metal. The only other thing that we could do, chat, is put like a shimmer in his eyeballs, you know? Like, for extra spook value. It's not quite at the camera, is it? It needs to be more like here. Or does that look too like Five Nights at Freddy's?
There's rough and there's rough. Alright.
It's rough, okay? I want it to be rough. I want it to be like a spray paint type thing. Fine, I'll neaten it up, chat. Fine. Oops, that's the wrong layer. Do. I need like a tiny little eraser for that. There we go. There she blows. There she goes. Or blows. Okay, and then we do this. Whoops. Oh, it's on that layer. Oh well, life goes on. There you go. That's a bit neater. Much less coffin like. Yeah, it's better. Maybe we could put like a shine to it. Man, it looks like he's like creating it with his eyeballs and his mind powers now, so. I think we might just call it there, chat, because I think I'm going to ruin it if I add anything else. What do we think? Do we think we can leave it there? I think we're going to call it. And I'm going to post that on Instagram, so great, you can see that. I might do a little bit more work to it in my own time, but I won't bore you all with that. So yeah, we're going to call it there. Thanks for dropping by, everybody. Again, thanks for the raid, AJ. Appreciate it. If you came from AJ's stream, thanks. Appreciate you being here. Sorry if it's a bit weird over here with the Fridge Gang, but that's just the way it is, I'm afraid. We will be back next week. I think it'll be a 2 p.m. one as per usual next week. Yeah, need to get affiliated, yeah. Well, so far I've just been working out the breaks, and then we'll worry about making affiliate when I'm a bit more comfortable doing what I'm doing. You think I'm not weird? Yeah, true, to be fair. Maybe this is a welcome relief. Yeah, so thanks for dropping by. I'll see you next week. It'll probably be a 2 p.m. one. Don't know what we're going to be doing. Might be another stream with Adam. Might do the Bob Ross thing next week if we can work that out. So stick around for that. That'll be fun. And yeah, I'll see you then. Thanks for dropping by. Stay chill, Fridge Gang. Drop me a follow if you haven't already, and you can officially join the Fridge Gang. If you want to see old streams, they are on my YouTube. It's youtube.com/MrBeanMonday. And then follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and that'll tell you when my streams are. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Stay chill. See you next week. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye. Goodbye.